Hey guys, so today we're gonna take out the Child of Terramorphers on Mayhem 20 with Harlowe. So, as Harlowe goes, she's a pretty easy character to do everything on her. But, for the most optimal path, I do have some stuff here that is pretty useful. So this one song is like a broken weapon. It has very high base damage, and you pair this with the Torg license and the Jacob's license accessory. You just delete everything. There's also the Shaska with the Torg, Daedalus, and Jacob's accessories. This weapon is from the Bounding Pack 2, but many people don't know that you can get this without DLC. You just need to do the base game, Corrupted Miners activity. There are three of them on the base game, and you spend 200 Iridium. You get the chance of getting this from three bosses. So with in UVH7 is pretty much like 11 to 12% chance of dropping. It's a fairly okay drop rate. And well, yeah, I got this. It took a few hours, but it's possible. There's also the Rooker. People already know this, but this weapon, you can stack a bunch of damage on the needles. So like now this weapon pretty much has like 300, 400% increased base damage because of my What's for Dinner, which has amp, my Recuperator, which also has amp, and Harlow's skill, Memory Burst. There is also Destroy Knife with the damage and payload that increases 50% damage. There is this Rep Kit with amp and Element Affinity. The amp is melee to use with the Rooker. There is the enhancement hat trick with Sequester and Bounce Pass. Again, magazine size is actually not that needed, but hooray, it happened. What's for dinner? I got the evasive, the evasive accessory, which is not that useful, and also the amp with two paws are amp in this shoot, so it's 100% gun damage. You get this from Orion if you guys don't know, and it's okay to farm Orion, pretty much Hollow mainly. It's just stupidly easy. As for the class mod, I got this Bio Robot, which has this blue skill, which is the, I forgot his name, sustain reaction. So due to the sustained reaction, when you kill an enemy, you get 10% of your essence Q duration. We can keep the action skill model infinitely, pretty much. Mainly on takedown because we have such a lot of enemies, so it's extremely easy to get the ability going on. And so this is a must-have skill on this class mod. The other stuff is pretty optional. I would suggest you to focus getting at least one skill point for conformative reality. You don't actually need +2 like my class mod gives, and the rest goes to feedback loop because I'm gonna explain to you guys later, but feedback loop is the best skill for this class mod specifically. And this is okay, it's not that bad, and I'll explain you why later. Well, this is for the weapons and equipments, but you can also do like some other stupid stuff. If you don't get the Swan Song, you can substitute with the Constable, because the Constable you already get Jacob's, of course, accessory because it's Jacob's weapon, and this thing is broken, as you guys probably already know. Try to get it with the radiation or cryo because Hollow overall synergizes very well with it. And well, Jacob's weapons in general are very broken too. Dark Beast is extremely useful. I got this one, which has Jacob's Ripper and Dallas. So it's like, it's stupidly broken too for mobbing. Bossing, not that good, but you can use this too. The firmware is that I use just the, overall very good on every character because it's the standard firmware when you don't actually know what to do, you get this. And the second one is plus to spare, but you can use whatever when you plan on using. They have these formers specifically due to my build path. I like to go sometimes Chrome Accelerator, which means the rhetoric, or the Flux Generator, which is my main skill tree always, pretty much. Oh, as for action skill and build path, it's the standard stuff. So neutron decays are important. Now, people don't actually know this, but the action skill damage bonuses you get from everything will apply into nuclear winter and also group study. So if you have action skill damage, it will turn into more damage when you're using your action skill, because it will give you bonus damage from cryo radiation, it will give you plus gun damage, and when we talk about action skill power, it will give you overall everything your action skill gives. So it's not only damage stuff, it will also increase the fire rate, the reload speed. So action skill damage is actually broken. Many people don't take this skill because they think it's useless since they're using the flux generator, and they end up like losing 50% increased damage because they don't know how good action skill damage on Harlowe in the green tree is. Critical funding is always good on Harlowe because you can shoot infinitely with this. The distribution function works very well with amp shields, which is the case here because I have a UVH7 with 2 amps, so I'm getting 100% gun damage every shot. If I do enough damage, you want to do as much damage as possible, so you can get more shield capacity from shield capacity refund from the distribution function, and keep this infinite cycle of amp damage and distribution function getting your shield full. And so the cycle goes on and you do massive damage. There is also the gamma ray burst. It's extremely useful with the Rooker. And well, that's pretty much it for the action skills. Okay. If you guys get, like, Robot is the best class mod that you can get your hands on easily. So if you guys have like a purple class mod as I do, with these skills, the blue skill tree has a lot of good potential skills. The problem is they are very deep on the skill tree. But this is a quad roll that I got from the ground. The skills here are extremely useful. But I'm doing the run with by robot, so you guys can get this one from this the dedicated source, which is that the general thing. I forgot his name, but you can get from him too. And as for specializations, we got the best defense. Riddle you this. I am a gun. I'm a gun is very important because it turns gun damage into action skill damage, which in turn will also be gun damage. And a horn bind because you get 50% extra critical hit damage on your skills, and group study is a skill, so you get that bonus damage from group study turns into more critical hit damage as well. That's it for the build, so let's go to the takedown. The thing that I will always do in the run is to super jump. On Xbox, console in general, it's not that easy, but it's possible, and you can save a lot of time with this. Another thing that is very important here is to always shoot down the first target on the screen, badasses or bosses. Because if you shoot them down first, all the other enemies around are gonna get entangled automatically and also die with them. so always shoot down the toughest target on the screen. Somehow I managed to save enough time from my actions queue to get from one area to another, and this, no joke, saved like 15 seconds. So if you guys can do this consistently, you are gonna save a total of 2 minutes in the run. It's very important to try to maintain your actions queue up so you don't lose the group 30 stacks.